Just rocking out over here. Hello! Like that, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you with us on this wonderful Saturday evening. I hope you're having a good day, good start to your weekend. All that good stuff today. We're doing something a little bit different. Where's Big Tom? There I am. We're doing something a little bit different. Zekron. Our wonderful Dapper advisor and mod, Zekron, keeper of the law, has created not just the newest version of the Dapper Iceberg, the Dapper Kingdom Iceberg 2.0. They have made it into a game that we can play together today. I was not expecting this fully. I am confused, but I'm here. And this music choice is vibey. So, we're gonna see what happens today. I have no idea what's going on. But this music is an absolute bop. So anime, and I love it. So, actually, yeah, before we get started... No! My confetti visual isn't working here. That's so frustrating. There it is. I kind of got it working. And let's give an applause as well for Zekron. Round of applause, everyone, for Zekron. For the amount of effort they've gone to. It is truly, truly incredible, really, what they have done. I'm so impressed. So let's see what we have in store. But before we do that, let's see who is with us on this wonderful, wonderful day. Ghostly, Akira, Grass, Mystic. It's Marcel, Scarlett, Allison, Typically Obsessed, Richard. Hello, hello. Great to have you, Starry, Sarah, Buttercupper, Zekron. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for this today. This is going to be great. Little Gremlin. Hi, Tam, John, Rhino, Wada, Lexus, Sabina, Johnny, Ray, Zuzu Loves, Tunda. I think that's how you pronounce that. Ollie, Steffi, Mia. Hello. Queen Charlize. Hi. Toby, Agent Wharfstash. Oh, goodness. Venice. Hi. Glitch Dragon. Poo Crew. Great to have you all. Thanks so much. Ace Adventurer. Hello. Cat and Sight Withered Flower. It's great to have you. Becklin. Hope you're doing okay, friends. Beyond. Hi. Rayhan. Hello. Claire. Good to see you. Buddy. Hi. I think that is everyone. Hornet, hi. I always say I think that's everyone, and then I find someone else. Hornet, Caitlin, hi. This means war. Eleanor, hello. Great to have you, friend. Now, I think that's everyone. I do think that is everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get into this, shall we? Right, new game. It says continue. Alone Idioteer Studio game. Disclaimer. This was made with much love and respect to all found within. Characters are mere representations and do not completely reflect any real life person. So with that said, the Dapper Kingdom, a place where wholesomeness and kindness reign supreme and fun times are had. The Dapper Kingdom is ruled by the Dapper King and Queen, Tom and Steffi. Actually, I felt for a minute. I've got to get narrator voice on. While attending to royal matters, Tom received a letter from one of his mods, Zekron. Your Majesty, I have something I need to show you. Please, make your way to the Ice Realm at your earliest convenience. You will need a Wi-Fi whale to get there to the exact location. Head to the highest point as soon as you arrive. With that, the Dapper King set out to find what this something was. Look at it! Look at me! Look at me! Sorry, can we just for 1 second, come on computer, work with me here. Look at me! Look at me! Just look at me! Look at me! That's so cute. Oh, now to fix it. I broke everything for that, but it was worth it. Okay, here we go. Wow, the iceberg seems smaller from the base. But at last, I've reached the peak. Oh, that little smirk, that was great. Whew, still. It would have been nice if I could have brought Bartholomew. Bartholomew! My mustache, where would my mustache have helped? Bartholomew was my mustache, wasn't it? And then we just started naming everything. Or was Bartholomew one of the things from Horizon? I forget. Well. The view sure makes it up for the hike. Still, why send me up here? Surely, not just for the view. What was that? That seemed awfully dramatic for snow.
Good times on your Majesty. I see you made it to the top.
Is that you, Zekron? Oh my gosh! You voice acted yourself. Oh my gosh! Ah! Zekron? Yeah, I would be confused because I've never heard your voice before. Zekron, is that you I hear?
Indeed, it is, your Majesty. I sensed you made it to the top, so I figured I would check in.
I love your voice, man. That's a great voice. I see. Well, I made it to the top. Was there something you wanted to see me to see up here?
Yes and no.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, now that you have reached the top, you can finally see what I wanted to show you.
Well, was it the view? It really is lovely, but surely you could have warped me here just for that.
No, your Majesty, it was not for the view. When you were ascending, did you notice the monuments?
Yes, I did. But they didn't have anything written on them.
Well, now they do. You needed to start from the top in order for this to work properly.
It's such like an anime, like, I love the fact that's such an anime thing to go on this journey, and you get there and you're like, what was it for? Oh, no. It has to, you have to be at the top and come down to work properly. It's so like anime. I love that. Oh my gosh. Why is that?
This iceberg contains your journey.
Of course, you have to go from the top of the iceberg down.
It contains your exploits, your deeds. At least since your reign of the Dapper Kingdom. What most citizens know is located near the top, and as you travel downward, the less known your tales are.
That's amazing! But surely they could find all this information at the Dapper Library.
But where's the fun in that? Surely this is more entertaining and informative.
Freaking-lutely. Fine, I'll take a look.
I shall wait for you at the base of the iceberg. Take your time and reflect on your reign as the Dapper King.
Use your arrow keys to move, spacebar to interact, open your menu with escape to examine your character, adjust settings, and much more. Also, you should be sure to save before you take a break. You can revisit areas if you feel like you missed something as well. Oh my gosh, look at me! Look at the little chibi! Is this game always in 4:3 aspect ratio, Zekron? Just because I might make it a little bit bigger. If it is. It doesn't go to full widescreen, right? I'm going to start cropping it. And then you can tell me if what I'm doing is a bad thing. No. Not unfortunately. It feels very RPG. It's a classic RPG thing. So you are 100% fine. I'm just going to... We're going to cover up my things. We don't need those. Just means everyone can see now. Look at me! Look at my... Oh, if you click it, it takes you somewhere. Oh, that's cool. That's a fun feature. FNAF boy! So 1 minute. Let's check the menu. I think... So fun fact, X also works. Level 99. I love that I'm already like maximum level. Item. Peach air up! Let's go! Completely restores HP and MP. Hashtag not sponsored. Yes! So, I'm probably going to have to explain things as we go, for those of you who don't know. So, Air up, hashtag not sponsored. I got this air up because we were sponsored on Game Theory. Peach is my favorite flavor, and so we've always joked about the fact that I sip from an air up, but we've never been sponsored by air up. So that is part of it. So that is amazing. Okay, right, so we got that. We've not got any weapons, armor, or key items right now. That's amazing. Skills. Magic. Meat shield. Flames of frustration and hydrate. Super chat song. These are my skills. Moonlight fist. Interesting. Wi-Fi whale artillery. Iceberg breaker. And Dapper keyblade. Oh my gosh. Dapper K. The Dapper cane. The Dapper top hat. The Dapper tux. The Dapper monocle. Amazing. That's so fun. Tom's day job. Oh, of course. Yeah. So, yeah, of course. So, like, the easy thing that a lot of people know me from is Game Theory. That is my day job. So that is obviously at the top of the iceberg because it's an easy fact that brings a lot of people along. First GT Live appearance. Oh gosh, what was that? Must have been. It was the FNAF Iceberg, wasn't it? Or was the finale of the FNAF Iceberg? I think was my first. So that was the very first one I ever did, I think. FNAF, obviously. So a lot of you came when I joined Game Theory, but there was a lot of people that came because John FNAF gave me a massive shout out one day. Just decided to give me a shout out. And like literally just sat there watching as people subscribed on his stream. And so that's how we went from like 100 to like 5,000 in a very short space of time. FNAF Talkback, actually. Oh, yes, no, you're correct, Wada. Its first GT Live appearance. The FNAF Talkback was technically on Game Theory. And I think we had this discussion when I did the last Iceberg. Technically, that was a Game Theory live stream. And GT Live was the FNAF thing. But then technically, the GT Live Talkback went on to GT Live, or the GT Talkback went on to GT Live. It's a whole thing. But yeah, FNAF gave me a shout out, which helped sort of kickstart a lot of the growth that we are seeing still to this day. Ah, there we go. First GT not live appearance. So that will be the FNAF Iceberg. And therefore the first GT live appearance is GT live appearance because it's live would be either the GT FNAF Talkback, or it would be, if you're not going to count that because that was Game Theory, it would have been the live stream we did when I was in town with FNAF, I think, where we played Jackbox and did some silly things. I subscribed on the Run Productions. Hello, I subscribed when I found out you were a fellow film student. It's John Hicks from Full Sail. Hello. I love this. First Game Theory as host. Oh, that's new then. That, of course, was Poppy Playtime, who is Don't Trust Ollie. Ollie is the prototype theory. FNAF boys. So me, Dan, head editor Dan, and Matt were the FNAF boys, who would go into the Fnatic and solve FNAF theories. FNAF boys. Yeah, of course, because you gotta have the three. FNAF boys, gonna solve FNAF boys. So that's why you have to have the three. No, John is not a FNAF boy officially. He's like the honorary one. We talk about it as if, like, if you think about the Three Musketeers, you have the Three Musketeers and then there's that fourth one that gets added. John is that extra. John, we sang the FNAF Boys song with John, but John is not a FNAF boy because he's not part of Team Theorist. He's his own FNAF boy. But we will happily, when he's around, welcome him into the FNAF Boys and have him along for the ride always. Because we love John. We stand John in this house. So this is, oh my gosh, these are the theory channels. Matt Pat, obviously. And we got, oh, this is amazing. So Matt Pat obviously being like the leader of everything. Got a chair here. I guess that's the GT Live couch, maybe? Got a bed, and you got a bear, so for Freddy, obviously. Then got Game Theory, you got all the gaming assets here. Film Theory, you got like the iPad, the TV, and the books, because yeah, there's a lot of books in Film Theory. Style Theory, you got this amazing statue. And everything here. And then Food Theory is just all the food. That's so fun. There's a reason for the purple. Why he purple? Why he purple though? Let's go. This is great. I love this. The fact that this is like Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, there you go. Ugh. The Lingering Well. So, for those of you who don't know, we're playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 right now. I'm sure a lot of you know that. But the Lingering Well is the hardest boss in the game. I have beaten him once. It took me hours off stream. So people have said, oh, you're going to 100% Kingdom Hearts 2? And I was like, no, because of Lingering Well. And it would take me too long. Steffi, my queen Steffi, only fitting she be here. Yep, so this is the second row. Obviously, we're now in like slightly deeper into the iceberg, but for those of you who know the chat, you'll know that Steffi, who Steffi is, obviously. Mlasp. Mlasp? What's Mlasp? That I'm not sure about. But yeah, no, the fact Steffi here makes sense. Gotta have Queen Steffi here. Oh, what could that be? Secret! There are secrets! Oh my goodness, there are secrets. Tom is Harry. I was expecting it to go, despite everything, you are still you. You are filled with determination. Tom is Harry. That is from Spider-Man 2. Because I own almost everything that Harry wears. I just need his t-shirt and the boots. But his haircut, his jacket, his jeans. Very, very similar to me in my dress style. So Harry Osborn from Spider-Man 2. Write that down. Okay, I'll make a note. Let me get my notes pad up. Get rid of Spider-Man for now. Not Spider-Man, my theory notes. So it was Mlasp. Tom is Harry confirmed. Oh, lost control. Ah, no! There we go. Good time zone. So that, I think, was brought by Scarlet Day. Scarlet Day, who was in chat. Because we have so many people from all across the time zones in the world, we specifically... Scarlet Day suggested a good time zone as a greeting. So rather than it being like, good morning, and it's like, oh, but it's evening here. It's like, good morning, good evening. Good afternoon, good night, whatever it is. Good time zone is just our greeting. It's like a hello and a goodbye. It just is like, it allows you to say a greeting regardless of your time zone. Hence, we have the wonderful, wonderful little emote there. My guy. My guy. That's normally my expression of exasperation. When I'm just like, when something's like not working, when a character isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing, specifically a character like, specifically like the one I have for, I can't remember what game it was. Like, if Donald or a character like that frustrates me, then I'm often just like, my guy, you gotta sort this out. You gotta get that sort. You gotta do that right. Water Mother. Oh, she has her own little shrine. Water Mother, Eleanor. Eleanor in chat. Hydrate, everyone, remember. Water Mother is Eleanor, our Dapper mod. One of our early mods. And her big thing was always to make sure that everyone stayed hydrated. And so she was, that's why we have the hydrate button, is why we hydrate every 30 minutes. And so she was dubbed Water Mother. Is that just a texture thing in the background there, that little dark block, or is that a secret as well? John's shout out, so there we go. We talked about FNAF. John gave me a huge shout out, which I was driving home from my mum's birthday, and there we go. Wait, where? Just in the background up here, next to the waterfall on the left, there's a dark texture, like a dark square, and I don't know if that's a texture thing. Yeah, the music's cute. I'm loving this. That's just a shadow. Okay, cool. Just had to check. An inevitable food discussion in chat! In the early days especially. You guys don't do it as much these days, but there's a reason there's a foodie chat in the Discord, because in the early days, every stream, we ended up talking about food for some reason. It just happened. Every time. Didn't matter what was going on stream, we were talking about food. Tea with Tom. Ah, a teapot. Yes, Her Majesty, no microwaves here! Good job, Zekron! Proud of you. So yeah, teapot. Obviously. Yeah, no microwaves to be had, as you should serve your tea. Tea with Tom. Oh, wait. Tea with Tom. How was this tea prepared, Zekron? The correct way, Your Majesty. Because again, I did a food theory about how to make the best cup of tea. And that's an important thing as a British man. Tea with, yeah, so more tea with Tom. Got an iPad. First GT shorts. Oh gosh, what was my first GT short? What was the first short I did? Was it Sonic? Was it Sonic? I feel like it might have been Sonic. I feel like it was a Sonic short I did. It wasn't Pokemon. Pokemon and Minecraft came way later for me. I'm pretty certain my first one was actually Sonic, about one of the, like, Sonic breaking his legs. I think if you go back, I'm pretty certain my first was Sonic. I don't think I did a Minecraft one until a little bit later. Like, I did them way before I became the host, to be clear. I did those ones before I did that. Dapper Donut Fiasco. Would you like to relive this What? Are you insane? We want the Dapper ring, obviously. The Dapper Donut. Guessing American spelling for donut. Yeah, mainly because... Oh. You got video clips playing. Wait, what's happening? No! Why is it sideways? No! There has been a fatal error! Oh no! No, I need to go back. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm so impressed that you got a video playing. That's amazing. A relivable memory. I was like, what are you talking about, Donut Fiasco? That's amazing. That's so helpful because I'd forgotten what you were talking about there. Hashtag blame Santi. So Santi showed up in one chat and started being the menace that he is. And things started going wrong, and then he left. And so we just blame Santi for everything. Oh my gosh, the Dapper Donut. That was such a funny moment. Santi bromance or rivalry? I coin you two as the term brovilry. Zekron, I love you. That's amazing. Yeah, if you haven't seen on Game Theory, there is a real rivalry between me and Santi. We did it in the Fortnite episode. It was in the finale episode. We were fighting for supremacy, I guess, in the Chaos ending. And in the GT Lives, we've been at each other's throats a lot. Yeah. Yeah, so this is me and Santi. Which one's me and which one's Santi? Am I the hot guy or am I the hot girl? Which one? Who's who? Thanking the bot! Yes! Thank you, bot. Response, you're welcome. Response, you're welcome. Reminder, be sure to like the stream. Advice, if you want to hang out with these wonderful people, be sure to join the Discord. We have a bot who still appears to be broken. I need to have a look at bot. Give me a sec. I'm actually going to look at bot now. Where is bot? Bot is broken, which is such a shame. Bot's still sleeping, apparently. It's actually forgotten my password, which is interesting. Huh? Oh no, log in with YouTube. Give me a sec. I actually I want to check in with the bot. I want to make sure they're okay. So they probably won't work for this stream. Oh, maybe it seems like there might have been a new user agreement I had to agree to. And that might have halted bot. Cloudbot, where are you at? No, Cloudbot is set to off. Okay, this probably won't fix bot now, but it might do for future streams. So bot is now reactive. So it might show up in the stream, might not, but bot is always very, very useful and important because bot allows to remind people in the stream to do certain things that I don't normally get to do, that I can't do because I forget because I'm busy in the game. Oh, the wholesome chat. You guys have made it to the iceberg. Wholesome chat. Especially in the early days, we called you guys wholesome chat. Because you're always so wholesome. You're always so lovely and kind to one another and supportive to me and to everyone. So, and the fact that, like, there's a bot and you started, like, thanking bot and like it and being kind to the bot, I think speaks to that wholesomeness. Toffee. Oh, so this Toffee, which is, we discussed what the ship name for Steffi and I is. And Toffee is definitely it, right? Because Tom and Steffi. There are tracks here. Why are there tracks here? Secrets! Zekron, what is this?
I forgot to seal that area off.
That doesn't tell me what it is.
I really have to explain.
As your king, I heavily suggest you answer my question.
Fine. I'm raising cows.
You are what?
I'm raising Highland cows so that one day when you are able, you can have some for Her Majesty.
That's nice and all, but you do realize that if Steffi finds out, she will be over here all the time until that point.
I'm sorry, okay? Just forget you ever saw this.
Just take care of them until we can have them, okay? I'll try and keep this quiet until then. Steffi is obsessed right now with Highland cows. And they moo! So... And Steffi keeps saying she wants a Highland cow. I keep telling her no, she can't have a Highland cow because Highland cows are... We don't have a place to store them. So Zekron has Highland cows waiting for them. That's amazing. Can't get into the building. You blocked off the building. I see how it goes. What about... No, I thought that was a gap I could get through. Just... That's amazing. That's so funny. Good job, Zekron. This is amazing. Good job. Iceberg Port. Huh? Zekron? I'm at the base, but I don't see you anywhere.
Well, that's because you haven't actually made it to the base.
Of course, because an iceberg is underwater.
Although, I guess you are at a base, to be fair.
What do you mean?
Well, you're at the base of the hummock. I'm at the base of the bunk.
Wait, there's other secrets? Oh no!
The iceberg that is below the surface.
What? How do you expect me to get there?
See that entrance over there?
Yes. That wasn't there before, right?
Correct, Your Majesty. You did not, in fact, miss the very obvious entrance. It's all part of the experience.
This seems like an awful lot of work for a history lesson, Zekron.
It is only to demonstrate just how much effort it takes to make something fit for the king, Your Majesty.
Fair point.
Keep going, Your Majesty. I await your arrival.
So I'm actually gonna quickly exit. Oh, that music's bopping. We'll get there. But I need to find these other secrets. Huh? A seal? Hello, human. What your name? Well, my name is... Hold on, you can talk. Yep, still learning too. Someone is teaching you? Kind man helped me has been teaching me. Are you referring to Zekron? Zekron, yes, that's his name. So kind, he saved me and my friends. Maybe stay here too. I see, I do recall Zekron having a soft spot for animals and creatures. Well, I'm glad Zekron was able to help you and your friends and give you a home. Yup. Oh, and to answer your question, my name is Tom. Tom, what a wonderful name. Thank you. Do you have a name? Yup. Zekron calls me Pippin. Well, pleasure to meet you, Pippin. What just happened? There was a noise. What was that noise? Something happened. Enjoy your time here. I should probably see the rest of you. Oh, so that's how we leave. So oh, more secrets. I'm sorry. What now? Is that Santi? Santi, are you there to be evil? Oh, the bot's back. The bot's working in. So apparently I missed a secret. Click everything. It's in the main area. Okay, good to know. There's a secret here, apparently. Oh, there it is. 1618. 16-18. That was very well hidden. One more? Oh, gosh. Okay. Is it? Oh, I see it. This one is also very well hidden. 147. Man, I've really got to keep an eye out on this. I really do need to keep an eye on this. Like, and check for everything. Yeah, it looks... I don't think it's a date because it's 147. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Oh no, I wanted to check the dragons. I wanted to see if the dragons said anything or if they're just cool display. You see an impressive structure of a dragon with an inscription at the base. Truth. And the statue is winter white. What could it mean? See an impressive structure of a dragon with an inscription at the base. Ideals. And the statue is midnight black. What does it mean? Truth and ideals. White, black and white. Truth and ideals. That's a reference to Pokemon Black and White, surely. Just making a note of that. Your music choices here, Zekron, are tight. The Super Bro Shoulder Tap! Super Bro Shoulder Tap. That was from Spider-Man 2. Because Harry or Peter, I forget which one, pats the other one like on the shoulder from behind, like, and it's just like strong shoulder taps constantly is like how they were showing affection. Someone in the chat goes, "Do guys do this?" And I'm like, yes, this is 100% a thing. And then they became the Super Bros because they were both superheroes, and so they had the Super Bro shoulder taps, and that was a thing that happened. Oh, I love that. Jackhammer Tom, that is from a GT Live, when we played like Jackbox, and you had to like do lots of tapping on your phone, and I randomly just like I was just like improvising, and I just went, you know, I'm like a jack, you can't stop the jackhammer, and so it's become a thing when I've had to button mash on games that I am the jackhammer. Moon Denier, that is from the same GT Live because of freaking Jason. So if you don't know, basically someone made a comment saying that sounds like someone whose country doesn't have a flag on the moon. I made a joke saying That's if you believe it's even there. Meaning, if you believe the flag is there, because if you believe the moon landing happened. It was meant to be a moon landing joke. And then Jason went, what, the moon? And yes, anded beyond that, to the point where now I don't believe in the moon. So, that's the inside lore. Shadow Realm Snack Monitor, that is Ghostly herself. Or themself. I forget. I apologize. But Ghostly Calamity looks after the Shadow Realm and offers snacks to all those who are in said Shadow Realm. When anyone dies, when anyone appears in the Shadow Realm, they get snacks. If they die, because we named... I think it started in Pokemon, where we put people... We were naming all the Pokemon after chatters, and so putting them in the PC, or they were fainting in battle, and it was like, hey! You know, this is a place for them to go. That doesn't look like Ghostly Zekron. Just ignore that, Your Majesty. Did the best with what I had. Love the baskets of food. Is that meant... That feels like that's meant to mean something. But I'm not... What is that? Like, that says, that's olives, bread, and, like, apples? Does that mean something? Or is that something I need to remember? Or are they just the snacks? It is the snacks. Ash Ketchum Challenge. That is where Ghostly's Shadow Realm was born. Because we did the Ash Ketchum... No, that was Infinite Fusion. No, the Ash Ketchum Challenge was what I did before Infinite Fusion. Which was me going through Pokemon, the original, trying to beat it as Ash did, so only using his Pokemon for battle, only evolving them when he did. So that was that. Sexy Wilbur. This definitely needs some context. So we did an episode on Wilbur Soot a while ago on Game Theory. It was one of my first theories as a full-time employee, and we needed someone to play Wilbur. And I was British, so I voiced Wilbur. Did it in a very dramatic, poetic style. And he reacted to the theory and went, why did you pick sexy, voice actor man? Why did you go with sexy? And I was just like, I didn't. I went for dramatic. But yeah, Wilbur apparently thought I was trying to be sexy. Yeah, didn't age well. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate given everything that's gone on. It's such a shame. Do you bite, Tom? It will bite me like the cold. But yeah, sadly didn't age super well, which is a real shame. Eevee! It's a shiny Eevee! Who's the best boy? You the best boy, Eevee. Yes, you are. Amazing. Love that. Crystals have anything new? No worries, Zekron, you're all good. It's part of the Dapper lore. It is part of what existed. You're totally fine. The Dapper Kingdom. Sonic Frontiers map, the most useless map in all of gaming. You unlock a beacon in an area, and it doesn't unlock that area of the map. It unlocks a different area, which makes no sense. And so the map became basically useless. Best map, absolutely Zekron. Worst map. Oh. Side door. Tangela! Yes, Tangela was my very first Pokemon card. I was given it by a friend on the playground, and that is what got me into Pokemon and into... yeah, it's what got me into the trading cards and what got me into Pokemon in general. Who's that Ghastly? Ghostly? Ghastly? Why is there a Ghastly? Poor impression. Oh, but, Christopher Robin, won't you help me play, Sora? The voice I used to do I do during our Kingdom Hearts playthroughs for that. Oh, who's that Ghastly? That was it. It was, that feels like a deep cut. Ghastly, I used to have a poster up on my wall in my bedroom as a kid. And during the break where I went, who's that Pokemon? I'd run upstairs and try and figure out which Pokemon it was before I knew them all, obviously. And the one that got me was Ghastly because it had all that energy, like the ghost energy around it. And so its silhouette doesn't look like Ghastly because the main focus of Ghastly is the circle. So yeah, that's what that is. Tom Morm's no one in Oni. Oh, Oxygen not included. I thought Oni was a different game. Yeah, Tom Morn's no one in Oxygen not included. Yeah, people died, and I just kind of Christopher Robin. And so I didn't. I didn't realize people had died, and so I just kind of carried on. And I was also like, hey, the game has to go on. We can't stop and mourn. And so people got annoyed at me. Matt Pat sacrifices Tom over Lee. That comes from Kanito Pet. In my second theory, I called it out because Matt. Why is my HP low? What happened to my HP? Yeah, he just like he had to pick in Kanito Pet who to kill, and he picked me, which I'm still mad about to this day. Tomothy, that I believe is a Zuzu Loves thing that has come over from John and FNAF, I believe is where that particular name comes from. Because John is Jonathan, right? And so it's Tomothy and Jonas. Bartholomew! Ah! You mean to tell me you were here this whole time? And I didn't have to walk up this peak? No! Great, thanks. Thanks, my friend. Thanks, dude. Jeff Marrow. Oh, yeah, so Bartholomew was our horse. Has been our, or any steed is named after Bartholomew in some way. And so Bartholomew, I think, was in Horizon as one of our horses, or one of our rides. Jeff Marrow is meant to be Jack Sparrow from Kingdom Hearts 2 when he is very clearly not voiced by Jack Sparrow or the Jack Sparrow sound-alike. It is just a random guy. Oh. It's just, so we just said he's Jeff Marrow because it's knockoff. Unpacking is frustrating. That guy was horrible. He was horrible. The guy in Unpacking was the worst. So in you probably saw it in the lead up to this stream if you caught the very beginning. When we played Unpacking, she moves in with a guy. He has horrible taste. I was very angry at his taste of like mixing rose gold and gold. Doesn't go together. He didn't have a good aesthetic. He was also clearly gym bro and like coffee obsessed like guy. He was not a good fit for her. She ended up in a much better family, like much better partner. It just worked out better for everyone. No, bye Snorlax. So this is where you ended up. Would you like to relive this memory? Here we go. No, that was the wrong button. No. I accidentally went to release, right? I thought I saw RE and said release instead of I thought it was rename. I thought it was rename. No! Oh no! Oh, that was the wrong button! No! Oh, so upsetting. What is my keyboard? Can't believe that happened. Don't worry, Your Majesty. You got another one back somehow. Zekron and the team actually taught me how to hack it back into the game. And that's what we did. We hacked it back in. They figured out... Zekron and Mystic, I think, figured out how to hack it back in. So credit to them for saving the run. I want to say no. Too bad, Your Majesty. Oh, okay, great. So I have to relive it. No! One critique. Can't skip. No! Can't skip cutscenes. No! That was the wrong button. It went an extra thing! No! Oh, no! Oh, that was the wrong button! No! I was very energetic during those streams. I was very, very energetic. Like, there's a lot of, like, cuts from that stream that were, like, so hyperactive. What was this one? That was Timothy, right. Bartholomew, you are blocking the way. I need to head down further. Unless there's more. Are there more secrets up here? There doesn't seem to be any secrets hiding here. Sorry, couldn't figure that out. In all seriousness, you're totally fine. I'm messing with you.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Zekron! Drew! You got me. You got me. I can't believe you got me. There was a stream where we were doing a lot of... I was going through some things. I kept having a look at Game Theory to look at like the shorts or episodes I'd appeared in or something. We were looking back at old episodes of mine, I think. And when you go to the homepage, obviously, it starts the episode. So it's like, hello, Internet! Like when it starts the... when you go to the homepage, it auto plays, and so it kept the MatPat jump scare kept jump scaring chat because they could hear it and I couldn't. Damn you, Zekron! Damn you! The Mantike plush fund. This was again during one of the Pokemon streams. I forget which. I think it was probably Infinite Fusion. We found that Steffi, or you guys found out that Steffi's favorite Pokemon is Mantike. And someone in chat, I believe Mystic, found that there is a very cute Mantike plushie that you could get from the Pokemon Center. And so I think Zekron and Mystic donated, super chatted, to get the plushie for Steffi, which we now have. We now have the little Mantike plushie. So that Steffi could have her favorite Pokemon in plush form. Lara Croft voice actors. This is getting deep. So the Lara Croft voice actors. When I was asked if I'd met a celebrity, I have met 2 of the voice actors. I'm going to check which ones they are, because I couldn't remember what Lara Crofts they were that I voiced. I think we probably also discussed it on streams before, but I want to look at who the voice actors were, because it's very important to me that I get it right. Voice actors, like timeline. Voice actors for Lara Croft. So it wasn't... Yeah, so the very first Lara Croft, Shelley Blonde. The very, very first Tomb Raider game was... So I think I said 2 and 3. I think I'm wrong. Shelley Blonde was the first Lara Croft. I didn't work with the second one for Tomb Raider 2. And then Tomb Raider Unfinished Business was Shelley Blonde. And Tomb Raider 2 The Golden Mask was also Shelley Blonde. So... Wait, was it Shelley? Yeah, so Shelley Blonde was the first Lara Croft. So Shelley Blonde. And then I didn't work with the next Lara Croft I worked with was Janelle Elliott, who was in Tomb Raider The Last Revelation. So it was voice actors 1 and 3 I worked with. I didn't work with Lara Croft 2. But the first and third Lara Croft I worked with while in my days at Fox. They were both lovely voice actors, really kind, lovely people. Really great to work with. Tom and Steffi's love story. Oh gosh, so this is I guess this is like how we met and how I proposed and stuff like that. It's a long one. I was dating someone else when we met. I wasn't allowed to be friends with Steffi because of my ex jealousy. I broke up with my ex. I then got to know Steffi because I was like, well, I want to know this person because she seems actually quite cool. Got to know each other. And the rest, as they kind of say, is history. And then I wanted to propose. I made a song, which is on my my dead YouTube channel, where I proposed to her in song, and we went for a walk, and I showed her the video and proposed. That's the short version. Super chat, sing a song. So if people donate more than if people super chat more than $50, I kind of, because it doesn't happen very often, I kind of made it a rule that you could get a song request. So we've done a few sing songs. Ash and Amy are Tom's Brock and Misty. I can't remember what stream that came from, but it's absolutely true. Or does this mean we sing songs in chat? I'm pretty certain it's because it's super chats. Larkseen, would you like to relive this memory? Sure, why not?
That's too easy.
Please tell me. I love her.
Alright. Have it your way then.
Please step on me. What? Yeah, I stand by it. Of all the characters, Larkseen absolutely has that. Oh no, I don't want to. Yes, I'm sure it was a heat of the moment thing. Fair point, Your Majesty. Absolutely accurate. That's great. I love that when I say no, that happens. That's funny. And I love that it's got cracks in front of it. It's for the step on me. Esteban. The chair, Esteban. I think I went to the loo at some point, and Esteban became a focal point, so you guys named Esteban. La La Land, my favorite movie. That was from a GT Live where we talked with all the CDs, creative directors. So La La Land is my favorite movie. Pretty Dude Fake Mom. Wow, that is deep. Again, I think that was a tea with Tom. We got talking. And I found the old Fakemon that I used to look up when the internet, when DeviantArt and the internet was young and new. I found his old Fakemon and loved them, and they kind of stuck with me. Steffi throwing plushies. That was when I wouldn't pay attention to chat. If I didn't pay attention to chat enough, Steffi would come in and throw a plushie at me to get my attention. Axe throwing. I'm surprisingly good at axe throwing. If you saw my first Poppy episode, you'll have seen how good I was at axe throwing. I'm very good at axe throwing, it turns out. And I beat Dorko at axe throwing. Infinite Fusion tier list. Tier list we did of all the fusions we made during our Infinite Fusion playthrough. Well done. So that song, for those of you who don't know, is the opening music to Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. And I had just got this new PC. It was the first stream with the new computer. And for some reason, it was playing audio twice over. So I had an audio channel, and clearly it was coming from the game channel as well. And so it was doubly loud. I couldn't turn it off, and it jump scared everyone, and we couldn't make it stop. Eleanor, I think, was at a cafe, and like she got terrified by it, and that's where the technical difficulties dance came from, because it was quite a jazzy number. So everyone started dancing to it. So that's where that comes from, and that's why it's just a rave room. Any more secrets in this room? Are there any secrets in here that I'm missing? I don't feel like there are. I don't feel like there's anything here that I could, like, touch or do anything more to. I sped it up for copyright. I think you'll be fine. Blondes. So the story there is I have a thing for blondes. Hence Larkseen, right? Blondes, growing up, I was always into blondes. All of my crushes were blondes, pretty much, give or take one or two. But, I was really into blondes. I then married a brunette. you know, shows love is real, right? But we're on the 5th layer. Wedding on stream. Yeah, a couple of people got, like, quote-unquote, married in one of my streams. Again, very early days. Very weird. I didn't condone it. I just kind of went, you guys do you. So a couple of people got married. I forget who that was and why, but people got married. I forget. Chat might have to catch us up. That's Steffi, or I'm just begging for you to, like, dye your hair at some day. Marriage Tea was before Ghostly joined. Wow. Go for it, Zuzu. Explain to the chat. Because I don't remember. While you explain that, I'm going to go have a look at some of these other bits. Posh Tom. Posh Tom was my nickname at university for a bit. Because we had 2 Toms. And one of them was like heavy metal rocker, leather jackets, studs, like messy hair. So he was Rocker Tom. And I came from Horsham. So I was called Posh Tom. Yeah, I knew this chat was chaos, but a whole wedding, I was not expecting that. Johnny Ray origin story. Johnny Ray, otherwise known as Brogan, was the 3rd person to join the chat. That wasn't my wife, Steffi, and wasn't my friend, Vanessa. 2 of our mods. Johnny found me on Twitch because I was streaming Uncharted. And he was looking for someone who wanted to play who was playing Uncharted. So he found my stream. Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. So I found my stream and then just kind of stuck with me through Pokemon. Johnny really just stuck with me. Disappeared a couple of times because life gets busy. But yeah, Johnny stuck with us. And so when I then said I'm moving over to YouTube, I specifically reached out to Johnny on Twitch. Through to the Twitch channel and was like, hey, Johnny, I'm moving over to YouTube, but you've been with me. You were like the 3rd person to join stream. I really want you to be a mod. Please come and follow me over to YouTube. And so there we have it. Zuzu's recounting. Okay, so there was a like custody dispute over a cat with Womp and Z. And when they figured it out, it was like, wow, you're all married again. And then we had a wedding and it was great. And I was a ring bearer. See? Chaos. But yeah, that's Johnny's origin story. And we love Johnny. Johnny's great. Cut out falling in love. That. Oh, Steffi, can you bring me a warm lemon and honey? Because all this talking is getting to me. Kinda Falling in Love was the song that I sang to propose to Steffi. Again, if you look at my Dead channel, which is just Dapper Mr. Tom, you can find that song and a video of me proposing. We tried to get Tom to officiate the wedding, but he was just very confused. Allergic reaction to peeling potatoes. Why is that the visual? Yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of things. I have a silver birch hay fever allergy, it turns out. And also very theatre kid energy of you, I know, right? But, so there are a lot of things like apples, pears, things like that I'm allergic to. But I am allergic specifically to, but one of the things I'm allergic to is potatoes when they're raw. So I can't peel potatoes without having an allergic reaction. So that is, sorry, my nose is really itchy. Again, allergies. So that is the lore of that and why I can't peel potatoes. Silver birch hay fever allergy. So it's just hay fever, but it's specifically to silver birch pollens or pollens that trick your immune system into thinking they're silver birch pollens. And things like apples, pears, cherries often contain those, and there's a lot of root vegetables that have the same kind of, give the same kind of histamine reaction. At least it's only when they're raw. Exactly. So when they're cooked, it's fine. But it does mean I get to skip out on peeling potatoes, which is a great joy to me. Nominated for a Pro Max award. So Pro Max is essentially, you know, when you like watch when you watch television, if any of you watch television anymore, when you get those adverts that are like for other shows on the channel, So, you know, when it goes, you know, Monday at 9, watch, you know, Monday at 9, The Walking Dead on Fox, or whatever it is, that sort of thing. When I worked at Fox and Disney, I would make those promos, right? And in my last year, I got nominated for Best Newcomer to the industry with a number of the promos I'd made. Got nominated for Best Newcomer. So it's basically like the Oscars, but for promos. So for those promos or trailers, this is like our Oscars. And it was really fun. Really good event. It's rigged. The Best Newcomer award is rigged. It always goes to someone from the BBC every single year. But that's neither here nor there. Typically Obsessed. No, it's not. Not in the UK. So I see Typically Obsessed comment is AMC is where you watch The Walking Dead, by the way. Yes, it is in the US, but in the UK, it's on Fox. Or at least when Fox had a television show. Or a television station. It doesn't anymore. It used to when I worked there. And we had the license because AMC doesn't have a US network. So all of mine were Wednesdays at 9 on Fox. Yeah, come on in. Thank you, darling. This is the new mug I got from my best friend for my 30th birthday. It says, "You're the best, you're Yoda best brother." Perfect. Some sick ASMR. Oh yeah, so I lost my voice at one point, but I really wanted to stream, and so my voice was like kind of tired, and so we kind of had, and I was sick, and so we kind of had some slight ASMR because I was kind of just talking down here and not really talking a bunch. So yeah, those are the ASMR streams. Okay, we've got a tiger and a bunch of elements. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger! G'day, mate! You ripper! Struth! G'day, mate! You ripper! Struth! That's amazing. I love that. I love that he talks. And I guess these are all the areas for that world, for the boomerangs and stuff, I guess. That's so fun. That's great. I love that. Loxian! Loxian! Greatest bard of all time! That no one has ever heard of. Loxian is my main D&D character. Loxian the Bard. A half-elf, half-human bard. He has got so much... Honestly, I did this before I learned how to balance your characters properly. So he has so much charisma. And zero, like, literally no attack power. He is so useless in a battle outside of, like, charm. He is great outside of the battles to support people, but he is useless in battle. Absolutely useless. But he would just, like, declare himself, Loxian will take on this challenge! Because he thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, so we got a built thing and a broken thing. Tom's unpacking versus Steffi's unpacking. So Steffi will pack and unpack very neatly. She'll make sure everything's packed up really nicely for when you go home. And then when she gets home, she immediately unpacks everything and puts it up, like puts it back in the wardrobes and in the drawers and all of that. I, on the other hand, when I went to America for a month, I just lived out of a suitcase until Steffi literally unpacked for me. I live out of a suitcase. When I'm going home, everything's dirty, so I just shove it in the thing. I don't really care. He's just Loxian is just says looking good and the enemy just becomes a good guy. Basically, that's my talent, is like tricking people into falling in love with me and into just like helping us. And it worked, unfortunately, well. So it turns out in the campaign we were running, there was a secret boss because we were going to go away and come back to this village. But we were exploring the village before we left, and I found a house. There was an inn. And they were like, you can't come in, you can't come in. And basically, the Dungeon Master was like, you have to... He had like made the decision, this guy needs to roll a d20. Like a nat 20 to win. Like, otherwise, I'm not letting him in because they're not supposed to be in yet. And I rolled a nat 20. And so he's like, well, I've got to let him in now. So they let us in, and we just all died to this magic mirror that just destroyed all of us. Oh my gosh, the plushies! The plushie tier list. There are all of our plushies. Look at those S tier. Too Perfect for This World was Steffi's Charlie. All of the Eevees and Mantike. Except for the Eevee from Build-A-Bear. Cabbage and Bread. All of the bears. Yeah. Oh, gosh. That was a fun one. Love that. The Disney and Fox. Yep. So there we go. We've talked about it. So that was my job. Before I freelanced and before Theorist and before freelancing, I worked at Disney and Fox. We've talked about that a lot already. So I'm not going to go too much into that. Crash Bandicoot / Pokemon. Oh, Crash Bash / Pokemon Gold. Yeah, those were my first games that I remember. Crash Bash for the PlayStation 1 and Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color. Those were my first ever games. Facebook streams. Oh, gosh, that is a throwback. We're on level 6. My gosh. So, Facebook streams. If you didn't know, I started out as a Facebook streamer. I wanted to be one of those like early adopters to Facebook and see whether that would help. It did not. No one found me, which is when I started multi-streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, which is where people like Johnny found me and people like Eleanor found me. And then after the big shout out from John, which boosted my YouTube subscribers, I just decided to switch over to YouTube, and it's been so much easier since. But yes, it's yeah, it turns out, yeah, I was a Facebook streamer to begin with. So there you go. A different Pidgeotto. Oh, so in the Ash Ketchum challenge, my computer crashed and I lost everything. I had to get the computer rebuilt and everything, and it was a pain. My laptop, which I used to stream off of. And so I lost Pidgeotto. I lost everything. And I rebuilt everything from the ground up to restart and like reground everything off stream and tried to replicate everything as best I could. The one thing that I couldn't get right that changed was that Pidgeotto went from female to male. But it was such like a non-detail that I didn't want to make a big deal of it. But I did point it out. It's like, you might notice there's a difference with this Pidgeotto. And that was the difference. Pumbaa and Timon. Tom and Dapper Bro voice impressions. Oh my gosh, that is... Wow, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. So, I must have mentioned this at some point then. When me and Eddie were kids, we used to do impressions of Timon and Pumbaa before my voice broke. So I really struggle to do Pumbaa now. Because he's like, well, you can't do it out of order. It's kind of like that. But I used to do it as a kid and do it really well because I used to be able to mimic really well. So I mimicked. Oh, yeah, it's because we played the Timon and Pumbaa game. The old PC game from my nostalgia. So, and I mentioned, yeah, so Eddie would play Timon and I play Pumbaa. And we'd do impressions at talent shows and all sorts of stuff. It was really fun. Why are we entering a fiery realm? Gym leader Tom. Do you remember your choice of team, Your Majesty? No. XNR. Oh, no. So I need to say no. Shall I remind you, or would you like some time to remember? Remind me. Oh, yeah. We talked about, like, if I had to be a type gym leader, what I would be. And I said I'd be a fire trainer. I'd have Ninetales, Camerupt, Ceruledge, Sandalure, Darmanitan. And my ace would be Hisuian Arcanine. In hindsight, it's not a very balanced team. I know one-sided, one-type teams are never balanced. But there's probably some more balance I could have got in that than what I have. Your gym would be in a volcano. The puzzle would be centered around adjusting the geyser level in order to reach the end of the gym. Your trainers would all be gentleman trainers, naturally. Your pun name was either Thermos or Moltom. We never decided. That's amazing. I forgot that. No Pokeball proposal. I wanted to propose to Steffi using a Pokeball. She said no. She said, like, because we talked about proposing. I don't understand the people that, like, actually surprise people with a proposal. Like, there's surprise and there's surprise, right, with a proposal. So I surprised Steffi with the proposal in the sense that she didn't know that she was getting proposed to that day. But we had talked about the idea of getting married. And we'd agreed that we'd like to get married at some point. And we think we're going to get married. And we believe that we are right for each other to get married. I think that is a crucial conversation to have had. I don't think you should ever propose if you've not talked about marriage and like whether you would actually want to get married and stuff like that, because that's where you get into really awkward conversations and things like that, and it becomes all. So make sure you've spoken to the person. But then, if you just go, I think we should get married at some point, you go, great. Then you can take it away as a surprise, and you can still surprise them with the proposal. Steffi still cried, to be clear. But one of her stipulations, I sent it to her when we were dating as a joke, like, look, we should do this, and she was like, no. So I was like, okay then. So I didn't do that. Yeah, I wanted to do it. I know, Your Majesty. I support your dream. Working in media. Zekron. Cheeky devil. So working in media is an old vlog series I used to do. Because basically I really struggled for like for a year and a half. I was unemployed before working at Fox. And so I was building a studio in my garage, and I basically ended up ranting to a camera, just going, I'm fed up because all I'm doing, I'm trying everything. I feel like I'm doing everything right, and yet I can't get a job. Lo and behold, I didn't get a job. Eventually, I did get a job, and so I then made a 2-part about this is where I'm at now. This is how you do it. Because I wanted to try and help people who had been in my situation, how you get to that next step and what it takes. Because I had finally got there and was doing it well. So that's that. I feel like there were only 2 parts. I had always considered doing a 3rd part about me now working for Theorist and kind of where I'd been for the last several years and talking about my journey through media and what I recommend and don't recommend. I've been tempted to do that. I started working on a script. I just never got around to finishing it. Matt Pat Imposter. So that also comes from old Dapper Mr. Tom videos. I think someone recently has been posting my responses to replies that I used to, or to comments I used to get. Tom, can you recommend me some tea? I'm a big fan of just a classic English breakfast tea. Black tea is always my default go-to. But I'm also a fan of a lemon and ginger tea as well. But yeah, in my old videos, there were comments that used to say, you're just trying to be like Matt Pat, or you're trying to make jokes like Matt Pat, or is this British Matt Pat? Which I always try to respond gracefully, be kind, and take it as a compliment. But look where we are now. Let's have a look at this. Let's Talk Theory. So this is like the Dapper Mr. Tom level. Because Let's Talk Theory was my old YouTube show. Where again, I wanted to help people who had been in my situation. Where I'd go to YouTube and there was nothing on YouTube. Oh, see Zekron's comment. Actually, this one was about the stream Matt Pat showed up. Sorry, it wasn't specific enough. Oh, okay. I'll get back to that. Let's Talk Theory was my old YouTube show. Where... yeah, I used to talk about media theory, because when I used to go onto YouTube, there wasn't anything for media theory that was easy to digest. It was all articles and stuff, and it's like, no, I just want a video that like breaks down the basics for me. And that was the show I made. I made like 5 or 6 episodes, and it just, I was doing it very similar to game theory style, so it just took way too much manpower and time to make. And so that was that. So, what this was, the Matt Pat Imposter, I was streaming Tasmania Tiger 3 on Twitch. No one was watching, other than Steffi. And then suddenly, Matt joins the Twitch stream and starts commenting, and I'm not convinced it's him. I'm convinced it's an imposter, and it wasn't until eventually, because he was saying a lot of like generic things like, oh, I love your work, and things like that, and I'm like, that could be anyone. And then eventually he kind of like said something that kind of proved it. I was like, oh my gosh, it is actually my boss, Matt, is watching me in the middle of his work day. That's weird. The big C in me, oh. Yeah. Don't go there yet. Why not? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, honestly. Yeah, I'm fine. So the big C in me is my dad's YouTube channel that he has. And he has it because he, at the end of last year, was diagnosed with colon cancer. And so he made a channel to talk, and like he's got a charity that he set up and all this, or not a charity for this specifically, that's a separate thing, I'm getting my things mixed up. But yeah, he's got a YouTube channel and socials all done. And he basically is like walking through his story to create a community of people who are going through this or have family going through this and can talk about it and talk about the good things and the bad things. And he's had some really great conversations with people. It's great. It's a really cool thing. It's like, it's him turning what is essentially a very, very negative thing into a very positive thing. Sorry, like, I didn't get emotional when I first brought this up in the past. It's emotional right now. Just because, basically, if any of you did end up subscribing, Stephanie's just put it in the chat, if any of you did end up subscribing and seeing kind of where that came from, what was initially all quite positive stuff, sadly, hasn't remained that way. The prognosis, they actually opened him up recently to do an operation on his liver where the cancer had spread to. And they opened him up and were like, hey, there is too much cancer to operate. So they had to turn back up. And now they're putting him back on some treatment to try and help. But they basically have said that the statement right now is any treatment we give you is no longer going to be life-saving, but it will be life-extending. So we have to get used to the idea that he's not even 60 yet, that he will at some point not be around. And that's a recent development. I've not talked about it a lot publicly. But yeah, sorry, that's just why that hit me a little bit more recently. So yeah, but that's what the big CME is. So go and support him there. He also has a TikTok. Apparently he's blowing up on TikTok in a small way, which is really sweet. But he is definitely trying to turn this negative thing into a positive thing. He also has a charity. If you want to check out his charity, it's called Waymaker, making a way where there is no way. And they've like built a secondary school in Africa. He helped build a primary school out there. They're looking to build a medical center out there in Zambia. And he's like using all the energy and time he has to like help people out there with a community that we know really well out there, that I've met people there personally we know. Yeah, it's literally just the big CME on like all platforms. But yeah, so that's that. Most likely to become famous. I appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you so much. You guys are great. I didn't expect that to hit me in the way it did. So apologies. Most likely to become famous is in my high school yearbook. I was voted most likely to become famous, which I think a lot of people did as a joke, or because I was the theatre kid, so they went, oh yeah, he'll be like famous someday, probably. But it was kind of, I was the third to receive that award. There were two people that actually were voted more than me for that award, but they were already nominated for other awards, which felt more fitting. So I was like the hand-me-down of it, because again, which really shows that people didn't really think it, but now here we are. So, you know, internet famous now. Chat colors versus Tom's lights. So it doesn't happen anymore because now we're using a YouTube chat and things like that. But back in the day, we used to have chat be run through Streamlabs, and the color of chat's names would change every stream. But for a while, there was a period where it felt like they were matching the color of the lights that I changed it to. And so it became a whole theory that people were working on, is does it actually match? Or does it match like a color? Is it taking the color of my shirt? Like, what is it matching? Which was funny. But yeah, so that's kind of where that comes from. Form teacher verse predicts the future. I posted it on Instagram a while ago. I was going through some old stuff and I found a poem that my old teacher wrote for me. My form tutor was an English teacher. And so she wrote a poem and she had a verse for every person in the class. And all of mine was like, and it was like, Tom walks in every morning looking dapper. And she had something else that was talking about, basically like lined up with like me doing what I'm doing now with like this and stuff like that. So that one was really fun. So yeah, so that's that. There's a room off to the side. I did all of these, didn't I? Is there is there any secrets? I love that the birds, Pidgeotos, also ended up in here. I think that's everything in this room, right? There's nothing new here. The origins of the Dapper Man. Yeah, see, the origins is because I used to wear... So, to give you some context. So, for my 6th form, college, which is when you're 17, 18, but you're attached to a secondary school still, or a high school still. 17, 18. Ours was office attire. So it was smart trousers, smart shoes, shirt and tie was the minimum. But obviously I was like, I can't just do a shirt and tie. So I wore waistcoats to school, which I loved. I loved having those waistcoats. They were so fun. It was great. So, and then I also had a flat cap that I used to wear quite a lot. So as a flat cap, and because it mentions like my jaunty cap, and that was what it was. It was a flat cap and a waistcoat was like my common attire with smart shirt, tie, trousers, smart shoes. So everyone was like, Tom is dapper and he's going above. Oh, Zekron's lair? What? Good time zone. Thank you for activating the compendium of combat. Here for all your fighting or flighting needs. Which of the rules of combat would you like to review? There's combat! Much like any kingdom, the Dapper Kingdom follows traditional rules of engagement. This is known as turn-based combat. Each side sets up what they will do for a turn. They will engage in combat. The order of actions is determined by the agility of the unit. Units can attack, use skill, and magic, use items or guard. One can also flee, however, this may not always work. There are 2 types of special action that the unit can take, magic and skill. Magic deals elemental damage to the target or multiple targets. Damage determined by a magic attack or the unit. Yeah, okay, so the elements consist of the following: fire, ice, water, earth, wind, thunder, light, and darkness. Skills deal physical damage most of the time, but they can have elements tied to them. Damage is determined by the attack of the unit and the physical defense and elemental resistance of the target. Most units have some sort of resistance to an element of weakness. Great. Items. Know thy opponent. Part of winning the fight is knowing the weakness of the opponent. Fighting a certain unit over and over again will eventually give you the idea of what is possible. But how can you figure it out before the fight? The key is knowing. Could be as simple as the environment of the opponent. Everything gives you some sort of indicator as to what it's weak to. It's up to you to exploit that. I think I understand how items work. Okay. Remy, hello.
Hiya! I'm Remy. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Oh, hi, my name is Tom.
Tom, nice to meet you. Anyway, I'm gonna keep playing. Take care.
Okay, you have fun. Oh, hello. Hello, little one. What's your name? My name is Samus. Nice to meet you, Samus. I take it Zekron looks out for you. He does. And we look after him. You know, make him happy. I'm sure he loves you all. I know he does, and we love him. Looks like Zekron has been studying with the other mods. The scrolls have all sorts of elemental magic inscribed on them. Looks like a journal. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, there we go. We're going for it. So this is the Dapper Kingdom. I was not led astray by the So this is the Dapper Kingdom. I was not led astray by that green fella. Seemed like a nice enough guy, so I'm glad he turned out to be telling the truth. I had heard people talk of him in passing. John, I believe his name is. Some call him FNAF. He referred to himself as Shrek, though. How odd. Anyway, he gave me a notice talking about this wonderful place where we are all welcome and are all wholesome. It sounded wonderful, so I made the journey here. And they were not wrong. This place is wonderful. The King, Tom, and the Queen, Steffi, are so kind. They make sure everyone is welcome. And there are some overseers that must hold some form of leadership or sway as well. They also made me feel welcome. Everyone did. Such nice people. I think I'll stay here. This is Zekron's story. One of the things I was informed of were these events that the royalty liked to put on for his citizens. Luckily, when I arrived, there was one going on, and I was told they were every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, unless there were complications, of course. The way these events worked was something of amazing magic. The citizens from all around the Dapper Kingdom would be able to watch His Majesty through all sorts of adventures. He could be running lightning quick, taming numerous creatures, battling shadow monsters, chucking boomerangs, or something as simple as unpacking boxes, or even just fishing. There are even times where we would all gather together just to have some tea and chat. These events are always worth going to, and I do my best not to miss any. However, His and Her Majesty have made it known that there is no need to make it to these events if there are other matters that must take precedence. Everyone lives outside of these events. It's true. Shadow Realm Monitor. During one of these events, I believe it was where His Majesty was showing us how rhythmically masterful he was. There was someone I had not met before. Granted, this happens a lot, but this time was different. Now the events are viewed through these portals that that can kind of cause some spectators to get motion sick. The distortion of reality to make it possible is what can cause this, depending on the adventures His Majesty goes on. Back to where I was enjoying the events when this individual who I now know, who is now an amazing friend, came over and explained how they had this motion sickness with some of the events. With all sudden movement and all sorts of actions happening through the portals, it is not surprised that this individual was having a hard time watching. As they could not watch, myself and others would describe what was going on to them. They greatly appreciated the effort, and I have seen them at multiple events since. They've even sent me a letter. It was really sweet, and the rest is history, really. Their name is Ghostly Calamity, Monitor of the Dark Realm. And I'm not sure what my life would be like without having met them. They really are an amazing friend. The Shadow Realm is a dimension where those who have passed get taken care of and then are sent back out to the Dapper Kingdom. Typically, this is due to participation in His Majesty's events. His Majesty ends up there when the events don't go as planned as well. It happened a lot one time. Even I have been to the Shadow Realm. Ghosty takes good care of all who enter. Food, drinks, beautiful views, everything you could imagine is there in some way, almost like a hammer space. I've helped out sometimes. However, I was subjected to taking care of the young ghosts. Those are troublemakers. This is amazing. I was wandering the Dapper Kingdom one day, talking in all the realms that exist within, when I came upon an icy scapes of the kingdom. I really enjoyed the climate. The cold is so much better than the heat. Not that I don't mind being nice and cozy, but sweating sucks. You can do so much and stay warm, but you can only do so much to stay cool. Anyway, I came upon the perfect place for me to stay. A massive iceberg just off the mainland. It serves as the perfect place to practice my magic in solitude. That way, no one gets hurt and something goes wrong. I've been working on conjuration and reality manipulation for a while now. Now, I want to come up with something that can honor the Dapper Kingdom in some way. Maybe I can make this place more than just my home. The MOD. Lucy approached me earlier today, anxious, worried. I did my best to comfort them. We had both received a letter from His Majesty. Naturally, we were both surprised and a bit nervous. We were invited to the castle to meet with His and Her Majesty. We didn't realise there would be more people there. The citizens refer to them as mods. MOD is actually a term which stands for the Ministry of Dapperness. You're just adding lore now. That's amazing. So there are some who are part of the MOD. And turned out, Ghostly and I were invited to become part of the MOD. The head of the MOD is none other than Her Majesty Queen Steffi. The other members are Water Mother, Vanessa, Johnny Ray, and Mystic Rune, who was the previous edition before Ghosty and I were invited. The purpose of the MOD is to oversee the Dapper Kingdom and ensure the wholesomeness is being achieved. We are to do our best to make sure everything is all right. We even get these special hammers. Not sure what they do just yet, although Water Mother seems to like using it and says it is really powerful. Hopefully we won't have to use it. I am beyond honored to be a part of the MOD. Another thing they put in our charge were these crystals. I'm not completely familiar with them yet, but hopefully we will understand them very soon. Every mod is in charge of one and is attuned to the mod's realm. Mine is cold blue, Ghosty's is shadowy purple, Water Mother's is river stream blue. I'm not sure what color the other crystals are. May have to look into that. Looks like there's a note stuck on this entry. It has magic protection inscribed on it.
So, you know I told you guys almost everything? Well, this was the exception. Your faces were absolutely priceless.
Mystic! Oh my god! Mystic did always like to tease us, a chaotic friend, that one, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh my gosh! Mystic cameo! Amazing! Progress. The iceberg has been going well. The layers are set. I need to create additions whenever I record a deed for His Majesty, and move them around depending on how well known they are. In regards to the crystals, they appear to house wholesome energy. I believe it protects the kingdom by radiating this energy and providing the citizens with all they need. I am still learning about them, so my understanding of them will grow with time. There was some sort of fluctuation with the crystal's energy the other day. We were looking into the cause of that right now. Perhaps the more experienced mods know what caused it. What are you guys talking about? Crystals? What is this crystals? In terms of my personal growth, I have been training in magic. I have trained the other members of the MOD to learn more spells as well. In my own time, I have been attempting to study the creatures around the Dapper Kingdom. I believe there is much we can learn from observing them, maybe even training them. Maybe I can somehow conjure a reality manipulation through them somehow. If I could figure out something, I could utilize my links. Maybe I could. Yeah, the crystals membership badges. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe you could what? You could what? Looks like he went off with his thought before writing it down. Who does that? I've talked about that fact. When people write and then write like ... and it's like, you've written it down though. Looks like magic. Conjuring mainly. Some manipulation reality of the caster's will. Looks like a letter I sent Zekron regarding the Ministry of Dapperness. Oh! Secrets! What's this? Looks like a book of some kind. It's got a lock on it too. Book of Forbidden Dapper Lore. What could possibly be forbidden? We are a wholesome kingdom here. We are. Still, I'd like to know what's within these pages. There's got to be a key around here somewhere. Perhaps I can help you with that. Who goes there? What? I got a bad feeling about this. This gives me telling you to save the game. This is telling me to save the game. Give it a little save. We haven't saved yet. Little save. Do I want to do this or do I need to come back later? Zekron should or mods, should I actually battle this right now, or is there more that I need to do first? You're fine. Okay. Who in the world are you? I am Velezark, guardian of forbidden lore. Okay. Nice to meet you, Velezark. Yeah, it's actually nice to meet you, Your Majesty. Zekron didn't mention you would be arriving today. To be fair, I didn't know he even had contact with a being such as yourself. I'm sure Zekron didn't expect me to search this area. I do have to ask, how did Zekron and you meet? You from the Shadow Realm? Yeah. That's a bit of a long story. Let's just say Zekron is a little bit carried away with his magic. But I do owe him a favor, so hence I am here guarding the, forbidden law. Not to mention he and I are linked now, so, can't really leave anyway. Okay, whatever that means. Anyway, you said you could help me unlocking the book. Indeed I can. But first, you must pass this test. After all, I can't let you read it for free, because, pretty sure Zekron would find out and maybe wouldn't be so good for both of us. Well, okay. Maybe at least for me, but I have at least... Oh, no, I missed it. I have to at least attempt to... I assure you, it wouldn't be... It would be for your own good. However, since you are insistent on reading it, I will allow you to take this test. That doesn't sound too bad. Can't be all that difficult. It is, however. Pass or fail. You get one question wrong, that's it. I'm leaving. You don't get the key. That sounds a little unfair. Maybe I should rethink. In fact, I think we should start right now because I'm already in enough trouble as it is. Okay. What was the name of Queen Sevi's Highland cow? Eric. Correct. Which layer was oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I told you to keep track of the layers. Oh, it was either three. How many are there? How many we have? We've had 6 layers, right? It wasn't the 5th or 6th layer. Was it 3 or 4? Because second we were still at the top. This is where we got to the underneath. It was either 3 or 4. I think it was 4. Oh! Question 3. What was Womp Womp War's fusion? Oh. Womp. Swampert and Lantern. When was the first... Oh, when was the... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? So I know Zekron's been working on this since before November. I don't think it was this far back. Was it? I do have the internet. That felt like cheating. Wait, what? I'm confused. First stream, wait. So the first Iceberg stream was the 12th of August. So is this when it was revealed? As in, like, when we streamed? Like, that's where I'm confused, because that was when it was streamed. But some people are talking about when it was... But people are talking about when the stream was announced? What are you talking about, Ghostly? Okay, I'm gonna go with August. You guys are confusing me so much. What is the name of the beetle? the Beetle. It was it? It wouldn't have been Richard or Jack. I'm gonna guess it was like Humphrey or Neville. I feel like Humphrey. We named the Beetle in one of the apartments, right? I feel like it was in the guy's apartment. Where are you, Beetle? Humphrey sounds right to me. And it was when you get to the boyfriend's apartment, right, that you end up with Humphrey. I'm pretty sure. No, okay, maybe it's not there. Where? Oh no, he is there. I'm literally looking through the stream, but I cannot find where we really talk about Humphrey. Don't overthink it. I'm gonna go for Humphrey. There we go. Which layer was... Oh, Jeff Marrow. Oh, no. Guys. This is the worst. You put pressure on me. I know I did save, but you're like... You're telling me to go... You're telling me, like, Jeff Marrow was still underground. I feel like that was level 3. There's this part of me that's like, gotta do it first time. Who is number 6 in the organization? It is... It's Lexius. No, Zexion. Yeah, Zexion. What was question 2 about? That was about La La Land. What was the combined total of deaths in Uncharted? Not cool. Not cool. That is not fair. That is so not fair. So not fair. Uncharted 3. I think it's like 111. It's either 111 or 100 and... no, it was over 100, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm actually going through the video now. Or maybe it was less than 100. So total number. 1 spider. 27 gravity. So that is what? 80, 107, 109. 109. Which of these series has Zekron not watched? Oh, how am I supposed to know this? What the heck? Merlin, Sherlock, High School Musical. No, High School Musical. I feel like that was a discussion, right? Yes! Come on! What was your favorite color? Lime green. First try! Let's go! Here's the key to the Forbidden Book of Lore. I should still warn you that maybe you shouldn't read it. I mean, it's still going to be about you, but so technically you should already know it. But, yeah, that's my final warning. Don't wish this is Zekron. That's amazing. Dapper key obtained. Alrighty, here we go. How bad could this actually be? Tom Talks design. Why did they have to give them butts? Give the Dusk Nobody henchmen booties. Like, why did they shade them that way? They could have just had like a flat section, but no, they had to literally shade them and everything. Like, why? Heartless, we never had to deal with the booty issue. Oh no, I suppose we did with the big angel ones. But they were like the big grand angels. They deserved a booty. These guys do not deserve a booty. Why can't babies be more aesthetically pleasing? They definitely toned down
Spikier.
her
I'll just take a look.
assets, because this is a Disney property. The big mummy energy that Lady Demetresque gives us, where it feels like she could literally step on you. I can attack his midriff? Craven looking kind of hot, though. With his shirt off like that, like... Game recognized game. Balls everywhere. Balls! Give me all of your balls. Balls! How may I serve you? Balls! Give me balls! Give me your balls! Give me all of the balls! A bird made out of balls. Who'd have thought? Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give 'em heck! And if you need any meat chopped, say the word. I don't want any meat chopped by you ever, Vector. Please never chop any meat of mine. There are African black dogs that live in Africa. Yes, but is Donald black? And did Disney really want to have that fight? Evil robot doggo, but robot doggo nonetheless.
Nice doggy, kitty.
Yeah, is it a kitty? Is it like a saber tooth? Because if it's a cat, then I'm okay with like killing it. If it's a dog, less so. So I feel tasty in a weird way. Jesus! Jesus is hero. Superman! This has gone so far off the rails already. Superman plus God is Jesus. God plus King Kong. Jesus plus King Kong. King Jesus Kong! Obviously!
This was such a
that's
fun
where
stream.
That goes.
This was so great.
What about King Jesus Kong, King Shark? King Kong Shark! Yes! Plus Monkey. No, just back to King Kong. Tarzan plus Hercules? Superman, apparently. Super G!
Yeah.
Super Jesus! What? No! No, I heard my poison first! No! Are you serious? He would have died! He would have died! Thank you, I am.
A bit of random. It's showtime.
We're just gonna, you know, it's just squirt cream everywhere. It's probably fine. I don't see any issues with that statement. Come on, Peach, get that cream sorted. Go on, I believe in you. Go on, cream. Peach, show us your cream skills. Come on. You can do it, I believe. Hey, guys, just be thankful. I could have spent my time talking about Peach's cake and I didn't. So, eat. What are they going to have me do with all my cream this time? What do you expect me to do? Look, we've now got to... We've literally got to fill Peach's cake with cream. Like, I don't... Just cover Peach's cake in cream. That's all they're asking us to do. We are the master of Peach's cake. Respectfully, of course. I mean, they're pretty large. They look like quite dense cakes to me. Blue. Moon denier and cake appreciator. Always.
And
I
these are the
always
consequences
appreciated
of my actions.
Twins. So you're telling me it's about whoever puts cream on the cake fastest. That's what you're telling me right now. Which one of us was the fastest creamer? It's fine. No, like, it's a little bit of extra cream. No one's gonna mind a bit of extra cream. Especially not in that location. Peach's cake does win. Peach's cake will always win. Peach has the best cake in Mario, obviously. See, we just, like, look. Nailed it. Nailed Peach's cakes. We are the best. Ugh. You know, how can we deny? Peach's cake is so good, it turns the evil people good again. Not sure how I feel about this. This is the consequences of my actions. Hey, look, it's the mods and I. Oh, yeah! Oh, you photoshopped in Vanessa's one as well. Such good times. What a lovely cat. Who are you calling lovely, human? Not so lovely after all. I'm more lovable than you might think, human. I see a lap. That person is mine to love. Chew on, whatever I please. Sounds like you are the owner of Zekron then. I was his owner. I let him call me Snowstorm. What do you mean was? I'm done talking. Leave me be. Fine. Am I really going to look through here? Yes. Shocking. Zekron's clothes. Very nice. Good job. Looks like a whole shelf of creature research. Quite the variety of creatures, seals, dragons, and demons. All types by the looks of it. Not sure how Zekron keeps track of them all. Yeah, because Zekron was our lore master and expert in Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Looks like Zekron is a Dapper Monsters fan. We got all the Easter eggs. To the wonderful creatures who bless our lives with their own. You are loved when you are here and missed dearly when you have to go. That's really sweet. Time for a little savey save. There's more in the other part. Oh, there's more in the other parts of the bookcase. I thought these were books, but they seem to be games. So Zekron is a Dapper Monsters fan. Yeah, okay, so that's that. This one. Yeah, so that just takes us into there. All good, now move on. Okay, will do. Let's move on. Iceberg Sanctum.
Looks like you made it, Your Majesty.
Oh my gosh, have we got a boss battle? What an amazing anime! Look at this! Everyone, look at Zekron! Look at them! I loved it. It was alright. Needs some work. No, I've got to be honest with Zekron right now. I can't be sassy right now.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, you did. I can tell.
I have been honing my magic, so I'm glad that you enjoyed the fruition of my creation. Regardless of how you felt about it, I'm glad you were willing to take a look around, and hopefully reflect on all that has happened.
Well, you certainly kept track of a lot of the
Do
kingdom's
my
history.
best to, Your Majesty. Of course, I can't keep track of it all. Sometimes things get lost to time or slip by unnoticed.
And that's okay, Zekron. You are human after all, and you have
True
other things to
enough,
worry
Your
about.
Majesty.
And you certainly don't have to either. You and everyone else who decides to attend the royal events is more than enough effort and appreciation.
That's fair, Your Majesty. I guess I just do it out of gratitude. You have a wonderful kingdom here, and I'm just so grateful to everyone in it. There really is no kingdom like this one. So many kind people who want to lift each other up when one is down, who want to share their wonderful talents with a group of people who will support them, who want to goof off and have a good time. In a world where it is so easy to tear one another down, this kingdom does what it can to build each other up, to show love and kindness to everyone, no matter who they are. And that's why I do what I do. I am so grateful to be a part of it and want to help build it up even more. Sure, I help out at the royal events when I can, especially the ones with all sorts of
monologuing.
features, because that's my favorite type of event. And being part of the MOD is a huge honor. But I guess this is just my way of creating something for the kingdom I care about. Putting my heart and soul into a passion project that celebrates this kingdom is my way of thanking everyone, I guess. I hope I'm making sense because I feel like I'm saying a lot of words and not establishing my point very well. Do you know what I mean, Your Majesty? Now that I've monologued for a little while.
I think I understand.
As long as you understand, that's what matters. No matter how badly I say it. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention that the Wholesome crystal is functioning perfectly, and the rest of the MOD reported the same for their Wholesome crystals.
Alright. Any idea what the fluctuation was about before?
We're still looking into it. My theory is that the crystals react to toxicity. As they radiate wholesome energy, anything that opposes it could affect the crystal's stability. Thankfully, toxicity does not thrive here in the Dapper Kingdom.
That's true. No individual would be able to affect the wholesome energy of the kingdom alone. Could have been an
That's a
outside
fair
source.
point. I'm sure Wholesome Kingdom can fend off any toxicity that comes our way. And you, Your Majesty, should have no issue either.
That's ominous. I didn't like that smirk.
Actually, that's something we should make sure of right now. How about a friendly fight, Your Majesty?
Oh my gosh, I get to do a boss battle!
Completely serious. We need to make sure you can hold your own should it come to that.
As king, isn't it my job to have others fight for me?
Fair point, but I still think it would be a good idea.
Fair point. Fine, I'll humor you this one
Excellent.
time. Let's go! Are you sure about this? I really don't want to hurt you.
Fine, Your Majesty. If anything, we will just end up in the Shadow Realm.
I guess. I just don't like the idea of attacking one of my own
I'll
mods.
fix
Perhaps a change in form will make it easier to attack me.
Oh my gosh! Show off. Absolutely.
Go back, Your Majesty. Give me
Oh my gosh, let's go! I'll be sure to oblige. Zekron emerged. Oh my gosh. Right, what have we got? Signaling nearby Wi-Fi walls to bombard the targets with artillery fire. Unleash a fury of attacks. Oh, yeah. Let's go for a Dapper Keyblade. Zekron, let's go. Oh, this is proper RPGs where you don't know their HP. You're just trying desperately. I just want to do all the skills. Icebreaker, let's go. Oh, defense is down. That's a great one. Cast Avalanche. Oh, no! What have we got? What have we got? Wi-Fi whales, baby! Let's go! Miss, dang it! Cast Queen's Light. How are we doing? Okay, we're still okay. We'll go with Moonlight Fist. Oh! Oh no, it was him that attacked me first. I was like, I wondered why Moonlight Fist hurt me. Super chat song, let's go. Zekron is blinded. Zekron uses Vanessa's encouragement. We used all the skill. Let's go for some magic now. That ups my defense. Let's go for Meat Shield. Get my defense up. Or magic defense and physical defense is up. Tom misses, no damage. Flames of frustration.
Avalanche.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Magic attack is up. My magic is hydrate. Zekron, you must hydrate. Oh, what does that curtain mean? Queen's lightning or Queen's light? What does that curtain mean? He is no longer blinded. Oh, that's what the curtain meant. He was blinded. Let us item. Peach air up. Let's go. Ghostly haze. This is incredible.
Seems you can certainly hold your own. Your
That's
Majesty.
amazing. That was just enough for us to get every attack.
Turn it up a notch.
Oh no. Second phase! What? Oh my gosh. Okay, you look like you're made of ice. Let me try Flames of Frustration. I want to see how much that does. Oh, that does a lot. My defense returned to normal. Skill. Do we have anything that's like fire damage? Wi-Fi whale? Wi-Fi whale artillery. Let's go. That wasn't as good. Okay. Ooh. That was a hit. I should use meat shield though, because that'll up my defense. This music.
Calamitous Iceberg.
Calamitous Iceberg. This is so cool. This is so cool. Let's try Dapper Keyblade. Will that do as much damage as it usually does? No, so this does less now. Okay, that's good to know. He's doing quite a lot of damage to me, but we'll be fine. So flames. Do we have another thing that can work? My farewell didn't do super great. Let's try Song a minute. This will blind him, I think. No, it was no effect. Wood Mother's Torrent. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Right, I need to Peach air up. Boom, boom. We're going to go for Flames of Frustration. Because I'm getting frustrated with this battle. Keep going with that. I have noticed that they're all based on mods. Calamitous Iceberg. Iceberg Breaker, maybe, because he... I mean, it probably doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does about the same. His defense went down, so that's good. Raise Rock, nice. This is so amazing. I love this. Zekron's might. What happens if I just attack? Punch the dragon. I love this so much. Look at this. Try Moonlight Fist. Fire is definitely our move, really. The fight. Playing the frustration is definitely the move. Ooh, okay, we need to heal. I love. Just so impressed. We're just getting to that point now, pretty much just spamming. Gosh, how much HP do you have, Zekron? Mystic Wind, very good.
Iceberg.
There's so much HP. He is a powerful one. It's true. Oh, there we go. Draconic Zekron was slain. How'd you used to say? Give it a booyah! Clutch hype, anime hype, clumsily. All of the above. Booyah, there it is. That's what we like to see. Yes! Come on! Yes! Yes! Come on! Oh yeah, this is the anime scream. Anime victory scream. Oh! Clumsy victory. Ah! I'm knocking everything off. I got too excited. Didn't break anything. It's fine. That's amazing. Yay! Yay!
Well done, Your Majesty.
Seems you are more than capable.
Surely you didn't doubt me, Zekron.
Of course not, Your Majesty. Never hurts to mention.
Was it necessary that you transform into a dragon as well?
Yes, it was.
Fair.
Had to have us both go all out after all.
I suppose I could accept that.
Maybe
I love
next
my
time
disappointed
you
look.
Take it outside.
What?
Surely you two consider that, especially with a wholesome crystal present.
Steffi! Steffi! What?
That may have slipped my mind, Your Majesty.
How could that slip your mind? Your job is to make sure nothing happens to the crystal, and having brawls next to one doesn't help.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Oh, that's so good.
I promise to take better care.
Good, as long as you promise. Oh, and thank you again for Mantyke. Both you and Mystic were so thoughtful. Isn't that right, Mantyke? Yeah, you're so beautiful.
We were more than happy to get you one.
What are you doing here, Steffi? Quite
I
right.
came to find you. Mystic said you were invited out here. So, I made my way here. It really is quite the iceberg, Zekron. You must be so proud.
Indeed I am.
I love
Your
Steffi's
Majesty.
performance voice. It's really sweet.
Well, if there's nothing else,
Steffi
I
used
think
to
we
be a
should
theatre
head
kid
back
as
to
well.
the
Can you
castle.
tell?
we have a royal event to prepare for after all.
Ah, yes, we do indeed. We shall see. We shall see you there, Zekron.
You can count on it, Your Majesty. Your Majesties? Thank you. Thank you both so much for welcoming us all into your kingdom. We appreciate you both so much.
We are more than happy to have you all.
Agreed. We are very happy to have you all.
Have a good time. Have a good time zone, Zekron.
Have a good time zone, Your Majesties. See you at the royal event. You know, if you wanted to watch, you could have just asked.
I figured it would be better for the both of you to focus solely on the fight.
Fair enough.
That's ghostly!
It was entertaining to watch, though.
Oh my gosh, I love your voice.
I would hope so.
Love
Even
all your
if I got my
voices.
butt kicked. But that fight proved that His Majesty is ready, should anything happen.
You seem sure that something will happen.
Well, more like I prefer us to be prepared for anything. We should inform the the rest of the MOD.
Sounds like a plan, mate.
Mate, oh, what a voice! What a voice, Ghostly.
Until next time, Your Majesty.
The greatness of the community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Coretta Scott King. Thank you for visiting the Dapper Mr. Tom Iceberg. I was very happy to make this for the community and, of course, our Dapper King. The lore of the Dapper Kingdom doesn't end here, though. There's always more lore to come as long as our king continues. Thank you for all the following people who made the assets I used for this project. Thank you. Let's give some round of applause to those people. All Pokemon Sounds from Mantic Spice. Thank you, Sarah B. Yep, absolutely. Thanks for to Mystic and Ghostly. I never could have come up with this without you two. Thanks so much for testing this with me and for lending all your voices. All the love to you both. Thank you for the Water Mother as well as helping out the game. Testing, hopefully nothing was broken, and very, very special thanks to Dapper Queen Steph for lending it a voice to the project as well. I hope you were able to surprise Tom with that a little. There are no words that I can say that can express how grateful I am for this community. I've met so many amazing people, being able to put my creative drive to use and hopefully be able to help this community grow in some way. I kind of said this in my monologue earlier, but kindness feels absent in the word nowadays. And to have a community where we encourage one another and welcome everyone, no matter who they are, is a wonderful thing to behold. I look forward to seeing this community thrive even more than it has already. I made most of this before the huge announcement and the change, so past me was very thrown off course with this little ending message. That being said, I've already seen the growth of this community shortly after it happened. Past Zekron, past me. At this point, because the time I am writing this will probably have been months ago, would have told you that I was very moved by MatPat's retirement. I was shocked, sad, emotional all round. But past me would also have told you that past me would also have told you that I was very excited that the rest of the Theorist. I was very excited for the rest of the Theorist CDs, except for Santi, lol, JK. Past me would have told you that I was thrilled for Tom and knew that each Theorist Kingdom was in the hands of some amazing people. Of course. What does present me think? I would tell you that I'm so proud of this community still. I would tell you that I'm proud of Tom still. I would tell you that I am excited for the future still. I would tell you that I will support Tom still. I think I can speak for a lot of us by saying, you will do and have already done wonderful things, Tom. With all that said, I think it's time to sign off. Well, for me anyway. I don't know when this will occur during the stream, so Tom might still be live. Lol. Much love to you all. Zekron, the Zealous Lawkeeper. To be continued. And earned that title, you certainly have. Prologue. Prologue complete? Prologue? Oh my goodness, I'm just going to turn this down a little bit because this is quite loud and fast paced. Oh my goodness. Wow. Zekron, buddy, you outdid yourself. Come on, let's get some. Let's get some confetti and some. Well done, Zekron. Get some celebrations and claps in the chat because, oh my goodness, you outdid yourself with this. This was fantastic. Not only is it a really fun and fresh take on the iceberg in general, to be able to have it interactive, like, is amazing, but also just heartfelt and full of secrets and stuff that even I'd forgotten. So this is great. What about, yes, is this really, yeah, that is the question now. There was a code that we got. Well, we had the white truth and black ideals. Does someone want to enlighten me? We had the white dragon of truth and the black dragon of ideals. Was that purely a black and white reference? Or was that something else? And then we have another code. We have MLASP. 16 to 18. It was also your fusion. Yes, it was. And 147. Yeah. What are these codes for? Is there something in the game that I missed in terms of going through the codes? Was I meant to do something with them, or am I meant to do something with them now? Outside the game. MLASP 16 to 18 147. It doesn't look like anything from a typical cipher. It's not like base 64. MLASP could be Caesar. Oh, it was kind of a clue as to what Zekron's power is and what his weakness could be. I'm not that good, Tom. Fascinate. How does that work? Please do enlighten us. Please do enlighten us. MLASP. So, Psalm, right? As in, like, the Bible. Psalm. So, Psalm 147, verse 16 to 18. Which is what? Let's have a look. If I'd gotten them in the correct order, that probably would have helped me. Because I thought it might be backwards. He spreads the snow like wool and scatters the frost like ashes. He hurls down like hail, like pebbles who can withstand his icy blast. He sends his words and melts them. He stirs his breath and the water flows. That's very cool. And as well, like, there was the little thing about the ice blue crystal as well. So that's very clever. Too clever, clearly, for me to do while streaming. So I hadn't put it together, but that's great. Zekron, well done. Let's do another round of applause. Will it play? Oh no, is it going to break? Yeah, it doesn't want to work. Second time. Another round of applause for Zekron. That's incredible. Wow, this was amazing. Like I say, what an innovative way to do the iceberg versus just going through a picture. Like, wow, incredible. And like, Zekron, you said, like, put your creative juices and like passion into a project. That certainly comes across. This is incredible. Seriously, this is great. The moves, the twists, the turns, like the extra secrets, like, this is great. Like, this is honestly fantastic. And you know, I'm so proud of everyone in this community. I'm proud of our mods who do an incredible job looking out for us, and keeping an eye on all of you, and making like the Discord and the streams a good place for all of you while I'm busy, you know, doing the stream. Proud of, you know, and Zekron, like, particularly, you know, you've been a Dapper advisor. You have supported me for a while, both financially and just being a mod. So appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. And yeah, this community is just incredible, right? This community is what I always wanted it to be. Just a place to hang out, be wholesome, be supported, not be filled with toxicity, which is so, as you pointed out, Zekron, it's so common online. And I think that but the fact is, I can only do so much. I can only say, we want to be wholesome, we want to be good. But the fact that you guys the fact that this is a wholesome chat is down to you guys. Like, you guys are the ones who have built that and made that your own and taken that on board and made it into something. So when, like, I love it how often we get people join for the first time and their first instinct is, wow, this chat is so nice. And you don't see that very often. And so I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so happy that we get to do this and we get to continue that going forward. So thank you. Yeah, so thank you guys for this. This means a lot. There are some deep cuts in there. There will be some more deep cuts in the future, I'm sure. Yeah, way to go. That was awesome. Absolutely love that. Whew. Achievement gets Tom to cry. Yeah, well, you got me to cry because you put something quite emotional in it. But yeah, like, reading that final message from Zekron, like, you voiced before, like, you all have, a lot of you have, and I know that the mods particularly, you guys have voiced, like, how important this community has been to you, which I'm so, again, so thankful and so happy about. But, like, reading it always makes me so thankful, because, again, like, to me, I started this when I was just freelancing. I realized I hadn't played games in a very, very long time, wanted to spend some time actually doing some games. I thought, I'm gonna stream, why not? I'm gonna buy the stuff, I'm just gonna stream, we're just gonna go for it. And so it means a lot that, you know, one, that you guys would come and support, like, just some dude in England playing video games, and video games that nobody streams. I'm not streaming Fortnite, I'm not streaming Roblox, I'm not streaming Minecraft. Like, I'm just streaming whatever games I enjoy. And so the fact that you guys like me and this community enough to join me every week is incredible to me, and I will always be thankful, and I will always take it really seriously. It's why I don't like cancelling streams. It's why I don't like the fact that I've got 3 weeks without stream after this. Like, I'm gonna really enjoy my time doing what I'm doing, but it makes me sad because I miss hanging out with you guys. I miss getting to come onto these streams and chat to you all, and, like, us have to have the silly moments. And Zekron, you pulled some amazing silly moments, incredible silly moments, talking about cake and just randomness, and it's just like the goofiness. This really surmises the goofiness we get up to, which is so fun. Some of us showed up because of John, and we stayed because of you. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm always thankful for John and what he did. And I will never, like, people go, "You're only big because of John." I'm like, "Or you're only big because of Matt Patton." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, maybe." But again, you guys stay, and even if I'm exposed to millions of people, but I'm only followed by a few, that's enough. That's all it needs to be. Yeah. We're not talking about the cake. But yeah. This is the GT community is some of the best communities, yeah. I'm the Dapper Brit. I'm gonna try to. So I've got the fashion show next week, so I've got a dress. I'm hopefully going to be rocking some fun style for next week as well. So you'll see me in full dapperness for that. Oh gosh, no. But once again, Zekron, thank you. Final round of applause for Zekron. Let's get it going. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. This is from Zedix. Who is the evil laughing shadow? Who is the laughing shadow? Thanks for playing, Tom. There were so many things I wanted to add in, but it's a learning process. Absolutely, Zekron, you do not need to apologize. This was way more. I just expected the physical iceberg picture to keep being updated. I did not expect this. You went above and beyond. So your learning process and limitations is not a factor here. Like, I'm so impressed with what you've done, and I'm sure that if you keep going, you said to be continued, so I'm assuming you've got other things in mind for the future, and so I look forward to seeing how this skill of yours grows and develops as we go. Oh, that is to be continued. Dang it, you left it. You've got some mysteries, some cliffhangers. The chat's going to be coming up with their own theories. Will the Dapper meter break next week, Frost? It might. It might. Who knows? I have a feeling you guys might know, but the lore is real. This is great. Cool. Well, it has been an hour, we've gone on for an extra half an hour because I had to finish it in one stream, but what an experience, what a game, and what a way to leave off for the next 3 weeks. Like I say, apologies. There won't be much streaming for the next 3 weeks because I'm on vacation. I'm in LA for work, and then I'm streaming. I'm not streaming, I'm on vacation. So there won't be much streaming, but do make sure, if you're not already following me on Instagram, that is probably where I'm going to be posting most of the stuff if I'm taking pictures and things like that. Are you going to do GT lives when you're in the US? Probably not, because I'm going to be in LA rather than in the Raleigh base. So I'm primarily there for the fashion show, so it's probably not going to be anything like that, but then I'm on vacation. But yeah, I will be posting some pictures on Instagram about what I'm up to and where I'm going, so make sure you are following me there. Of course, if you haven't already, please do like this stream, and of course subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see some more craziness, and get in on the Dapper lore before the next iceberg. It would really, really help us out. Thank you once again to our members, especially our Dapper advisors, Untrusted Life, and of course the one and only zealous lorekeeper Zekron. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And the only other thing is, go and support the FNAF theory that just dropped. I just dropped my very first FNAF theory, so go and spread some kindness there on that. Please go and have a look. Be supportive, please. I worked really hard, and FNAF is hard, so please. But yeah, so go and follow me there. Go, and obviously over the next 3 weeks, because there's no one here, you are more than welcome to join our Discord. There is a link in the description to our Discord, and you will be able to join the Discord and hang out with all these people over the next 3 weeks and commiserate over the fact that I'm not streaming. But yes, with that, I am going to leave it, because otherwise I could waffle on for ages and be soppy for ages. So thank you everyone once again so much for watching. Thank you especially to Zekron for making this incredible game, an incredible experience. I look forward to whatever comes next. Thank you all once again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, ta-ta for